Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to this match preview. It's another important game in League One. This Saturday is Doncaster Rovers versus Oxford United. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Doncaster Rovers versus Oxford United this Saturday at the Keepmoat Stadium. As I said in the intro, it's another big game, two in-form teams in the league in Donny and Oxford. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for returning to the channel. If this video has brought you to the channel, welcome. Please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. There's plenty coming up. And if you are new to the channel, this is a format that we do match previews in. We'll look at the previous meetings between the two clubs. We'll look at the current form in all competitions. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player to focus on, say a few words about that person, and then we'll look at the opponent, in this case Oxford United, and I give my opinion on one to watch for them. And then me and the family have got a predictions league, so there's a quick update on that towards the end, and then my score prediction finishes the video off. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Donny and Oxford not faced off too many times, only 20 in our history, so kind of missed each other in the cups and being in different divisions across our history, and Oxford are just edging it. Rovers coming out on top on 5 occasions. We've shared the spoils on 6, but as I say, Oxford edging it with 9 wins out of the 20. Looking at the last 5 meetings though, it's a little bit more even. Back in 2018, a 1-0 defeat at the Keepmoat Stadium. And then in the 18-19 season, we shared the spoils twice with 2-2 draws, a lot of twos there. And then in the 19-20 season, it was a 3-0 defeat at the Kassam, and then a 1-0 win back at home. So yeah, we're trading blows at the minute, I'd say. So hopefully that continues and the earlier history doesn't repeat itself on Saturday, and we'll come away with at least a point in this important game. We've not played each other yet this season. Face each other Saturday, and then I believe it's March or April time, the return fixture. So yeah, seeing each other pretty close together. And from a Rovers point of view, we're in very good form, but probably facing Oxford at the wrong time after a tough start for them at the start of the season. They're picking up some points and picking up some form, so hopefully we can be that brick wall that stops Oxford in its tracks. We will see. Moving on to current form, kind of touched on it already. Oxford looking fantastic, 5 wins out of the last 5. Donny, on the other hand, 1 defeat. It tars the green bar at the top of the video. That defeat was against Premier League opposition in West Ham in the FA Cup, so can't grumble too much. But yeah, as I say, 2 in-form teams in the league at the moment. Oxford currently on scintillating form, can't really say it in any other way, in all competitions as well. And this form, as I say, they had a tough start to the season, but this form has pulled them up to 10th in the table and looking potentials for a playoff spot, if not better, if this form continues. And it's also seen them through to the semi-final of the Papa John's Trophy, beating Wimbledon 3-1 the other night. The last time Oxford tasted defeat was back on the 28th of November, so it's some time since Oxford tasted defeat, and hopefully we're the ones to deliver that bitter tasting result on Saturday. But since the 28th of November, they have won 10 games and drawn 3, so it's going to be a very tough ask for the Rovers to deliver that all-important defeat and the victory for us. Oxford, over those games as well, have shown their attacking abilities, scoring plenty of goals. They've had some easier games, shall we say, the likes of Burton, Rochdale, who were letting a lot of goals in. Scored 4 against Rochdale, 5 against Burton, scored 3 the other night against Wimbledon. So defensively, we have got to be on our game to come away with anything on Saturday. On to us and our defensive capabilities. We completed a smash and grab at Lincoln on Saturday. stunning defensive display, and an even better display from Ellery Balcom in goal with 2 penalty saves. Lincoln hitting the bar as well, limiting them to long range shots, and I think we've done a fantastic job on them. They were top of the table, and it's put us in a very good position. 2 or 3 games in hand over teams around us, 3 points off a top spot, and that's why this game is so important, so that we can keep in touching distance of the summit of League One. 2 defeats in 11 for the Rovers across all competitions. As I say, fantastic position in the league, but one of those defeats was in the FA Cup, so we're out of that at the 4th round. But this month is absolutely massive for the Rovers, facing 5, possibly 6 promotion chasing teams in Oxford, Blackpool, Sunderland, Hull, Ipswich, Accrington Stanley. So 5 or 6 teams that are looking at the top 6 of this league. We've got Fleetwood in there as well, who have hit a bit of a dip in form recently. But yeah, a very, very tough month. I think we're playing Tuesday, Saturday, pretty much until the end of the season now. So it's good that we got the additions in January in the transfer window, so that we've got that rotation in the squad. But for me, this month and going into next month is a turning point in our season. We will either see us have a good hold of our position, potentially even a better position, or it'll go the other way where we struggle to continue our run of form and we start to see ourselves slip down the table, because League One is still extremely tight. Moving on to player focus, I've gone with one of our new additions in Scott Robertson, on loan from Celtic. Not played too many games, he is only 19 years old. He's already appeared in the Europa League, so Celtic clearly have a very high opinion of him, and I've heard very good things elsewhere about Scott's ability. He was on loan at Gillingham at the start of the season, 16 games I believe he played, with 2 assists. I think he'll add quite a bit of diversity in the centre of the park for us, and if there's any manager in the Football League that can get the best out of a youngster, or the best out of any player, he is at the right place. Under Darren Moore, I believe he will get the best out of Scott Robertson. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. Potentially he'll be in the squad on Saturday. I can't see Bostock, Bogle or Sims being in. Bogle's still recovering from COVID. Sims is still recovering from injury. And Bostock hasn't played in quite some time. So I don't think he'll be quite match fit, whereas Robertson is pretty much ready to go after starting the season at Gillingham. So I expect to see him either in the starting 11 or coming on Saturday. Moving on to the opponent, Oxford were founded in 1893, currently managed by Carl Robinson, decent manager. It's kind of a bit of Marmite, you either love him or hate him. It does rub people up the wrong way sometimes. I think he's a decent manager myself. Tends to play 4-3-3. Seen Oxford set up in a 4-5-1 as well, so it'll be interesting to see how he combats our style of play on Saturday and how he sets up Oxford. Is he going to set up to come and hit us? If he does, then that may play into the Rovers style of play. If he comes to sit back and exploit some of our weaknesses, which I'll mention in a short while, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm thinking he'll probably go with a 4-5-1, maybe swap it up to a 4-3-3 if things aren't going the way that he's expecting. But yeah, very good manager. He's got Oxford ticking at the minute. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very tough game. Looking back at some of the honours that Oxford have received, League 2 runners-up in the 2015-16 season, and then the season after, Football League Trophy runners-up. So this season, through to the area semi-final, they'll probably, I'm sure you'll be wanting to go one step further and win that trophy. Silverware is silverware, but the silverware that they have won, along with some league championships, is the League Cup winners back in 1985-86. So that's a couple of honours for Oxford. And now I'll move on to the player to watch, in my opinion, for you guys on Saturday. And that is, I'll probably butcher his name, Olamide Shodipo. Let me know in the comments down below if I have butchered that. But Shadipo is starting to fire on all cylinders. A couple of goals over the last couple of games, currently on 9 goals and 1 assist this season. Left winger, and this is where I mean about Donny's weakness. Joe Wright is looking pretty good at right back, but he's a centre back. I think Rovers fans would agree with me. Our weakest spot is probably our right hand side. Plymouth exploited it earlier on in the season, and Shadipo is big, strong, quick, tricky, very good footballer. And I think if he's on his game, he could trouble Joe Wright or Brad Halliday or whoever is sat at right back. And I'm sure Darren Moore and the team have highlighted him as one of the potentials to cause us trouble on Saturday. But yeah, I think if we keep him quiet along with Carl Henry, we've got a good chance of coming away with at least a point on Saturday. But yeah, for me, the one to watch, Olamide Shadipo. And moving on to the Predictions League table, if you are new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every single league game. If we get the scoreline spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the result right but not the scoreline, we get 1 point. And then if we get it completely wrong, we get no points. On Saturday, I went with a 1-1 draw. We won 1-0. The rest of the family went with 2 1s or 3 1s to the Rovers. So they all get 1 point. I stay without any points. And it leaves the table exactly as it is, but everybody's pulled away from me a little bit. Max on top on 17 points. Chris in second on 16. Dad in third on 15. And then I'm down there on 13. So hopefully I get a scoreline spot on Saturday and everybody else gets it wrong and I close that gap. And that brings me on to the scoreline. As I've said, it's going to be a very, very tough game. 2 informed teams. I'm hoping for a win, but with my score prediction I always try to be unbiased. If I was biased with my score predictions, it'd be a win every single game. But try to be unbiased. It's going to be a very tough game. 2 informed teams. I think we will cancel each other out and I'm going with a 1-1 draw. And at this moment in time, I'll probably take that, but I'm hoping for a win. And that's where I'm going to leave this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Let me know your thoughts on the upcoming game. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.